have people called fill brokers, and they go out and they kind of scout out, where can we go and dump our fill. I mean, it's legitimate. They want to go and they have to find a place to dump the soil. So they'll get to a municipality, and sometimes some brokers will go to those smaller municipalities or go out where it's in the middle of nowhere. Maybe there's not going to be too much of an uproar about it, and they'll try that place out. And then when that municipality gets wise, then they just move on, and so then they can kind of get under the radar that way.
We're on the Oak Ridges Moraine here, and we're concerned that the landfill that's being done is possibly going to contaminate the water table. We are all on wells. There's 184 homes in here, and if the water gets contaminated, then we'll have to find someplace else to live.
So you have developers coming in that want to redevelop this land in downtown Toronto, and the government is saying, well, that's good because we don't want to sprawl out, so let's build here. And so you have these previous sites being dug up, and then you're left with, okay, well, what do we do with the dirt, right? And so then, because of this booming development, the dirt has to go somewhere. It's not going to fit in Toronto. They can't fit it anywhere there, so it's ending up in these rural communities. What you do on land is mirrored in the water. So we go and we come and we bring in all this, people will bring in all this fill. When that rain percolates down and it goes through all those changing layers, whatever contaminants are in that soil could end up, depending on what kind of contaminants are, they could end up in the groundwater. And if you are talking about a huge fill operation where you have 1 million cubic meters of fill that are being dumped, there are certain levels of contaminants in there that could end up in your groundwater.
When I got my papers, because I'm on the Oak Ridges Moraine, it said I was a custodian of the property. How come these people are not made to be held to the same standards? Aren't they custodians too of the property here? Surely that's not too much to ask. We want confirmation that the soil that they're putting in here is contamination free. We have not had that to date.
Testing is very important, and with the Tottenham airfield, the Ministry of the Environment has not tested, and the township has not gone in and done any testing.
We have written to our MP. We've asked to meet with our MP. Kelly Leach is her name, and she's actually a paediatrician. And we have asked for her support in protecting the environment here. But since the Harper government has been withdrawing from environmental protection, and she's a Conservative MP, she hasn't provided us with any support whatsoever. And neither has our MPP, who's also with the Conservative Party.
Our governments need to look after our interests, not the interests of large corporations and maybe 1% of its population. They need to be paying attention to all of us, to 100%.